Good morning. Today very happy to welcome a great filmmaker, originally from Chicago, Omar McClinton. He's been in the entertainment business as an actor, producer, and also a few years ago he launched his own festival, various artists, and so we're welcoming him uh, this morning. How are you, Omar? Thank you for accepting the invitation.
No, thank you very much for inviting me, and I'm doing very well. Hope you're doing good too.
Thank you very much, Omar. Right now, before we speak about the festival, since you're preparing the new edition,
Mhm.
I want to ask you first, and so you can say to our viewers, how did you got interested in becoming an artist, and how did you made your movement from Chicago to Los Angeles and then Miami and then back to Chicago?
I actually, so it's a little complicated. I'll try to give you the short version. I had grown up, of course, in a single parent home, and it was very inexpensive for my mom to take me to the movies. Now, I come from
Yes,
a time period where you didn't just have double features, you had triple features. So you literally go in and the sun is up, and you come out at night and it's completely dark. So my mother and I would do movies every weekend, often these triple features, and it was growing up watching movies that really piqued my interest in how you make movies, what movies stand for, and how they can actually change your life, help mold you and your beliefs.
yes,
So that's what actually got me started into the thinking mode of being in the entertainment business. And then from that, grew up wanting to be an actor, and I was an actor for a while. I starred in several commercials in Chicago, local commercials, Kraft macaroni and cheese, and McDonald's industrial films, and things of that nature. And when I went out for different interviews and auditions, it was always for a certain type of character, and that was not the type of character that I wanted to play. So
really.
yeah,
Mm.
it
Yeah,
was
you know, I've been seeing your actor credits, for instance. I think you work in many things. I mean, in special effects, animation. This
Mhm.
is behind the camera, but in front of the camera, I've seen you played a lot of time a cop. You know, in a very well-known television series. I mean, cult television series in the United States, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I had I was working as a glorified background player that got bumped up for a lot of different roles and situations, and a lot of shows. Yeah, but they now or at that time in
Uh-huh.
my life, I was cast as a cop, police officer, which was great. But younger in my career, I was always cast as a gang member, gang banger, and I didn't want to do that. That's not how
Yes,
I wanted to portray myself. So I started writing.
yes,
And once I
yes.
started writing, I fell in love with writing. And there's
Uh-huh.
a natural progression between writing and producing. So that's how I slid into producing.
Yes, yes, but right now I see many, not many actors in Hollywood. Uh, Not now, maybe, but in I mean in the 60s, 70s. I only remember like Robert Redford, who was at the top of his career and started Sundance Festival. You know,
Mhm, mhm.
and Sundance became, one of the leading film festival across the world, not only in the United States. But I want to ask you, why did you decide, let us say, at an early stage of your career, to start your own festival?
After I had started writing and producing and then eventually directing, I'd done that for several years. And the natural progression for that, I went to visual effects and I did other things. And I had accumulated so much knowledge over this time. My first job was in 1986. So I accumulated so much knowledge from that time period to up to 6 years ago. I said, look, I've got to try to share this information with people to make their careers and their career path easier on them than it was for me. So I started a film festival and I changed the rules a little bit and I went against the norm. And with that, it would provide a larger and a better opportunity for filmmakers that could maybe they were distracted from their careers, they had to take time off from their careers to raise a family, take care of a loved one, things of that nature. It would it catered to them so they could get back into the industry, get back into the love they have for filmmaking, and then they could afford the the featuring their projects. They could afford the opportunity of getting educational material and mentorship, but then also distribution opportunities in a film festival that no longer has a 2 year stipulation on when your film would be completed. Meaning, if it's older than 2 years old, then it's no longer eligible. Well, the Various Artists Independent Film Festival, we that's the very first thing we did. We removed that stipulation. So if you finished your film and it's ready to go, then it has an opportunity to be shown and screened and acknowledged the way it should be here at Various Artists.
Yes. And Omar, tell me, why and how did you conceptualize the theme of your festival as an artist? Working on stage in cinema. You have all, I mean, the colors of the rainbow in entertainment and cinema. To create your festival. But tell me, how did you finalize the concept of your festival?
I based it first on trying to be fair to the artists. There are a lot of
Yes,
festivals, and I don't want to point fingers, but there are a lot of festivals that, of course, they cater to what makes them successful at
yes,
Various Artists because I consider myself first and foremost an artist. So I wanted to make a festival that catered to the artists and things that the artists would need to be successful, not necessarily the festival. Because I do believe that as soon as I get one artist that reaches their career goal, that gets their award they've always wanted to reach, or attain that milestone they want in their career, and they say they got their start at Various Artists, then the festival will be successful. But it's very important to first help people attain the goal they want to attain. And then at that point, yeah, fine. You can then go back and everyone can be successful. But I first started off being fair to the artist. Removing the 2 year stipulation was the very first thing I did. Making sure that I also help people build their own brand, meaning to be successful in the industry. One thing I've learned over 30 plus years, you are your own business. You are your own brand. You have to make
yes,
sure that you are profitable and with the awareness of what people need, what people want, what people expect, what they don't expect. So you have to always reinvent yourself. So the second thing I did with Various Artists, I allowed an opportunity for the artists to take advantage of the internet to help them build their brand and build awareness and what's called a view and vote. View and vote is an industry term. Every year, everyone in guilds and unions has an opportunity to view different material and vote for different projects they want nominated for Emmys, they want nominated for Academy Awards, and that's a standard view and vote terminology. So what happens, I brought that over to the festival market so that the artists can then have their own view and vote, the one with the most positive votes in this category of all the categories of the festival. They then win that nominee number one, two, three, or four spot. This is exactly how it works in the industry. This is industry standard. So when you go to the Academy Awards, when you go to the Emmys, there's a view and vote for everyone in that department. And then the top winners of that are the ones that are nominated. And then a completely different panel will vote on the winner. And that's what I have here as well, making sure that after they've won the positive votes of the audience vote, let's say, I then brought in a lot of my celebrity friends and industry friends that have been around for years, that have won multiple awards or nominated for multiple awards, and that includes Oscars and Emmys, etc. They then come in and watch the final four nominees, and then they pick the winners of that category. So I tried to bring the industry standard way of working down to the level of people just starting off, to get them knowledgeable and to get them started in their careers. So those are the very first things that I started to implement the way we do things at various artists, which I think it helps benefit the artists to know what to expect, to know what industry standard really is, but it also helps them build their brand so that if they make it to the best of, or they make it to the grand prize, great. But if they didn't, they at least walk away with awareness. They walk away with a larger audience. And when they start their own Kickstarter campaigns or Patreons, they now have an audience larger now than they had before. And then everybody wins. And again, that's how you make something that's focused on the artist being successful as opposed to a festival, just making money off of the artist.
Yes, and right now, Omar, next edition, it will be when and where?
So our submission category happens 4 times a year:
Uh-huh.
fall, winter, spring, and summer. We've already had our fall and winter submissions, and we have our nominees number 1 and 2. But we're currently looking for nominees 3 and 4. So, in our spring submission window has just opened. We're taking submissions in 10 different categories for short films on Film Freeway, or you can go to VAIFF.com, Various Artists Independent Film Festival.com.
Yes.
Submit your material from there, a link that goes to Film Freeway. You submit, and then at that point, we help you by building banners for your project. We make a teaser video for your project, and then we help you just submit that via your social media outlets, your Facebooks, your Instagrams, your TikTok, your Twitter. We actually give you the tools you need to help you be successful. If you end up winning the most positive votes in your category, then that becomes my nominee number 3, nominee number 4. Those windows are already open, and we're accepting submissions right now.
Yes. So right now, you accept short films, documentaries, and features, narratives, or only one genre? Or I see you have as well animation on the website.
Yes, we have of the categories, and there are many. And so I do encourage people to go to VAIFF.com. But we have animation, children and family, documentary, drama, foreign. We even have an experimental category, music videos, TV web pilots, and we now just opened up fan films as well. So we actually have quite a few different genres for people to submit their films, 45 minutes or less. And we wish everyone the best, because everyone works hard, and everyone,
Yes.
no one has money to burn. So when they invest their time and money into a project, all projects deserve their proper attention. And I'm hoping that I can feature as many films and projects that I can to bring awareness to these hardworking individuals.
Yes. And right now, if I'm a filmmaker, I have a short film. I will submit it to the various artists festival. From your side of the festival, you will help me, let's say, with the marketing tools, branding, I mean, promotional packages for my film, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes.
So again,
And
the bigger
for
difference
all
we
the
have,
submitters,
we have
yes.
banners and everything else, correct?
This is for all the people who submits or people who are, you know, like you finalize a group of filmmakers.
This is for everyone that submits.
Yeah.
So what happens is that you submit a project, we help you with the banner material, we help you with a teaser promo, but you can then just forward out to people on your social media accounts. It already has a call to action, which at the end tells you where to go to vote for your film. All that's included. So when you submit to us, you get the banner ads, you get the teaser trailer. If you win and you go to the finale, you win a free copy of Final Draft, one of our sponsors this year, which is already a few $100s. You get that for free just by submitting to this festival. And then our grand prize winner gets a production grant. And that's a short film production grant and mentorship opportunities, so that we help them within the year create an entirely new short film that we then premiere the opening night at next year's festival. So it's quite a bit that everyone is open to. No matter who you are, you have that opportunity to win it all.
Yes. And right now, like you told me, you're planning the next edition to be physical. It will be in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Next edition. Yes.
So,
When
so
will be the
we
dates?
we are officially back in Chicago the first weekend in Chicago, and this October, and we are going
Yes.
to do a hybrid festival this year. It will be in person, live screenings. We return to that, and we'll also have an online virtual opportunity for those who can't make it to Chicago. They can still participate, watch the actual films that won the nominee categories, and then they can watch the judges actually announce live who the winners are. So yes, we have
Yes.
both this hybrid and in person.
Yes. Great, Omar. So people can start to submit right now from the website of the festival that will lead them to the page on Film Freeway, right?
That's correct. They can go to vaiff.com, and then there's a link there to submit, or they can go to Film Freeway and look for various artists independent film festival, or they can
Yes.
submit that way. So there are two options, and the windows to submit are open now.
Yes. And right now, part of the web links you have on your internet movie database, there is another website. It's vaviewz.com. This is
Right.
what a streaming service. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, I'm very excited about this. VaViews is what we have. What you see on the link on IMDb is a
Yes,
link to our website that has our beta project. This is
yes,
our distribution service. Again, most film festivals don't have their own distribution service, but one thing we offer after you've submitted to the festival, we then
uh,
offer various content creators an opportunity to post or host their project on VA Views, which we then turn around and we all do what's called profit sharing. So any money
yes,
that's made from VA Views, from all of the marketing, from all of the clicks, from all of the eyes, from the banners, etc., we all take part in profit sharing, and I'm able to then turn around and give that money back to the content creator to help them fund their next project and to give them that awareness and notoriety of who they are, their Patreon, to get a proper following. So when they're ready to produce their next film, they already have everything they need, and that's a streaming service that we offer, and that's free to join.
yes. And so we can say that the two projects are connected together. And as you know, Omar, the creators of short films, maybe they are and they face more challenges than the creator of feature films. You know, usually short films, they are projected in festivals like yours around the world, but later on they find challenges to be distributed, to be sold out to platforms, and so your platform here can help them to continue the way for their films to be promoted and maybe to be acquired and to have some finance for a follow-up project, right?
Yes, um,
Hmm.
creators of short films have a really difficult time trying to get their content shown,
Yes,
um, and or just even taken seriously, because most people will only look at features, or they only consider feature filmmakers as real filmmakers or content creators. That's not necessarily
yes,
true. This is a start for everyone that wants to go to the next level, and this is a fair opportunity for everyone that wants to go to the next level. And
yes,
what we offer, it is connected. The festival is connected to distribution. Distribution is connected to the festival. You can actually sign up for one and become eligible for both, and then have the opportunity to have your work taken seriously and to get other distribution outlets, other distribution opportunities, whether it's uh, product placement or whether it's other opportunities, even just like I said, the profit sharing that other platforms don't offer. So we're really trying to take the various artists independent film festival into a whole next level, another step in the evolution of festivals and competitions, not just because we're different, but because we're trying to be better for the content creators. And we're really doing everything we can to make that possible.
Yes. Omar, since you are Chicago born, I want to ask you about the status of filmmaking in Chicago. For me, my experience when I visited America, I know New York is a location for shooting films, but we cannot say there is an industry. I don't know. In California, Los Angeles, there is Hollywood, the industry, and there are independent filmmakers all around the US. But also, when I visited Miami in Florida, I noticed that the new generation of filmmakers would like to have their own industry, not dependent on other American states. But for example, what can you tell us about the industry? Is Chicago only like a shooting location for big Hollywood films because of the taxes and stuff like that? What can you tell us?
I can honestly tell you that
Hmm.
we went from years ago when I first started having only a few projects here and there, nothing
Yeah.
major, to really being one of the leading locations of
Uh-huh.
film and TV in the world. I can't tell you how impressed and proud I am of the Chicago or Illinois filmmaking community that
Hmm.
really has um, the training and the knowledge, and they've worked on so many different projects. And the list of different people looking to film in Chicago now because there's a pool of tools and gear and crew and everything that you would need in Chicago. It's amazing. It's amazing. They've had a lot of work lately, and it's getting even better. And I really need to tell you, Chicago is the place to be. I'm very proud of them. They continue to impress. They continue to work really hard, and you'll never find a better crew. They're great.
Great. This is great. Omar, right now we know about the festival, the attached streaming service. What I would like you to ask finally for you as an artist or a festival creator or a streaming service creator, do you have yourself other dreams you want to realize as an artist right now?
Oh boy, that's a great question. I think the only dream left for me to realize is to make sure that I can make other people's dreams come true. Oh, and I say that not because it's a pat answer. I say it because I've done a lot of things I've wanted to do. I've gotten a lot of answers that I've wanted to have answered. Some of them, what I wanted to hear, some of them not. But I got my answers. And I think that at this point, there's so many people that don't have the opportunity or the support, and they really need that, especially nowadays with so much going on. If I can now turn around and now help someone else find out the answers they want, get the support that they need, that's very important to me. That's a dream fulfilled for me. I tell my family all the time and people, my resume will not be on my tombstone. It's not going to list all the credits and all the accomplishments and all the awards. It's going to very simply say who I am, when I got here, when I left, if I was a great husband, if I was a great father, and that's about it. So it's really important to me to be the best Omar McClinton that I can be. And I can't be the best I can be if I'm not helping other people be the best that they can be, if that makes any sense.
This is great. This is great, Omar. Uh, I want to thank you very much for the interview, and I think we'll try to share this interview, and so people can understand more about various artists independent film festival and its attached streaming service. How can they submit? And also, we hope we can do. I will use right now an internet expression. We do a shout out about it, you know, and I look forward for the next edition, and I wish you all the success. As as well as an artist, writer, director, creator. And I look forward for the success of the next editions and for your projects.
I thank you so much for having me on and giving me this platform to share what we do. And I look forward to working with you and everyone that joins us. Please do. Let's make this a various artist community that we can help each other. Each one teach one. That's what we're about. So I'm very excited to get to work with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Omar. Thank you, Omar. Have a good day. Best wishes.
Oh, you as well. Thank you very much.